like the energy of MLP. Like the crowds obviously are way more into it. You get like more of a volleyball, like every point matters, everyone's screaming. I think it kind of depends on like your team too. If you don't get along with your team or there's like awkwardness, then maybe it's not fun. It does go quick. It doesn't feel like I play that much pickleball over the weekend, especially if you don't make it out of pool play or something. And it's just like, wow, that weekend was really short. But PPAs, you get to choose your partners, so you're kind of already strategizing like ahead of that tournament. Like you get to see, you kind of already know who you're going up against and strategizing. So those are a little more, it's just different feel. Maybe a little more competitive, want to do a little bit better. But I like them both. I have fun at both.
Okay, so we have Jackie Kawamoto on my podcast. This is a big deal, guys, because she is probably, you guys might not know this, but she's probably like the best singles player in the entire game. If you watched the ATX versus the Fives match, actually, don't watch it. How about you guys just don't watch that?
Just definitely watch it. Everyone should watch that.
Just watch men's. That's it. But anyway, so we got her on the podcast. One of my favorite mixed partners ever. Only one of, because Anna's in the room. So, just one of. But anyways, thank you for coming on the podcast.
Thank you for having me.
So the first question that everybody wants to know is, how was your experience at MLP playing with JW and having Gabe on the team? It's not I love JW and Gabe, but it's not the most mature team. I mean, I don't know. It's a little bit of like how many times did JW mix up you and Jade, things like that.
Now that I think back on it, I don't know if he ever like referred to us by like our individual names. I think he just was like, "Oh, hey, Kawamotos," or like, "Hey, Jade and Jackie." But it was a process with them. We had never really like talked that much before like our MLP event together. We never like went anywhere and practiced with each other. So that was kind of our first time meeting, that first one in Mesa. So we kind of a slow start, and I'm kind of sad it's over. Like three events seemed kind of quick. We just kind of hit our stride, but we all got along really well. They're like little brothers to me now. They were great. They were a lot of fun. Um, Kind of upset J-Dub still didn't like, I don't think he even knows if he played doubles with me or Jade, but it's fine. But his talent overrides the fact that he doesn't know who he's on the court with, so it's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. He's, with those hands, it's like whatever. He doesn't need to know who he's even playing against. It's fine.
Yeah, it's so
But
typical of him too. That was hilarious. He's funny without even trying to be funny.
he's so funny. I forgot he was like, I remember watching the Mesa one. You guys were in the interview and he was like speaking Spanish and he like has no idea how to speak Spanish. So yeah,
He's a 3.5 Spanish speaker now, I'd say,
at best, at best.
at best.
Yeah. He was it was so funny because, well, the thing is with your team too is like the first two events, it was like, oh, ATX doesn't have a ton of like energy or whatever, and people talk about how important energy is at MLP. And I could have swore at San Clemente, you guys had a pretty high amount of energy. Like Gabe was out there like going crazy sometimes, and J-Dub's not the most like vocal player, but he had some energy. I mean, I look back and um at some of those stream breaker points, and he was getting pretty I don't know, he was definitely pretty emotional, like in a good way. So yeah, I thought you guys were hitting your stride.
Yeah, I think we always kind of started slow for some reason. Like obviously our chemistry was there, like in the gender doubles, Gabe and JW played together a lot. Obviously me and Jade played together a lot. Took us a little bit to figure out mixed doubles, but I thought our energy was pretty good throughout, and our owners like always came and they were super high energy. So we always had people clapping and cheering for us. And then we went to quite a few dream breakers, and that's when I feel like the boys really got really into it. They were like, okay, it's our time to shine here. Let's bring it. So that's what carried us through those dream breakers, was that their energy just did like a 180.
I mean, you and Jade were money in the Dream Breakers, though. It was like, did you guys go undefeated in Dream Breakers?
We did. We did.
Crazy. I
I don't
thought,
know how. No one on paper, we really probably shouldn't have been a good dream breaker team, but I think since Jade and I don't play a lot of singles, maybe it was an advantage just for like 4 or 8 quick points here and there, just to rip some shots because they didn't know it was coming.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was pleased with our Dream Breaker performances, especially
Yeah,
Jade. Jade's really good at singles, but she
she
doesn't
is.
play.
And she played against Anna Lee, right?
She did. I think she went 5-3.
Yeah, I know. That was crazy. I was watching and I just was so shocked. Like you guys didn't even look tight. Like you just looked like just like, yeah, we're gonna win. It's fine. Jade like kind of bunting that little backhand bunt that she does,
Backhand
just
bunt.
like winning winners. It was crazy. So yeah, oh, one thing other about JW too, that's kind of like on brand. A few months ago, Anna and I found out, like just by happenstance, that he doesn't even have Anna's number saved on his phone. And we've known
That's so
him for a year
typical.
and a half. So I don't know. It's that's yeah, but it doesn't really matter, I guess.
I
So
made him save my number in his phone. I'm Jackie Pickleball, so if he ever meets another Jackie, it's gonna be he might text the wrong person, but it's in there.
yeah, I've got like half of the people in pickleball are just like their full name, then like pickleball.
Oh
Or
yeah, for sure.
so so let me ask you this. So you and Jade haven't really been playing much together outside of MLP. I know that's because like you guys have different schedules or like with work and stuff. Is that mostly because of that? Or like do you guys think that you play better with other partners? Or what was like the reasoning behind that?
It's a little bit of both. Our schedules didn't align, at least for this first half of the year, and we do want to mix up partners. I think we're good together and we do well, but I think when we're both paired with someone that has different strengths, because our games are just so similar, if we're paired with someone like Jesse or Leia or Vivian that can just like bring a different kind of energy, bring different shots, we do a little bit better. But this second half of the year, we have, I think, 3 or 4 to get most of them together. Yeah, this first half of the year, just our schedules did not align. We haven't even, I think the only tournament we've been to at the same time was Mesa, the very first one that we were at of the year, and we played each other first round when we didn't play with each other, of
Yeah.
course. So yeah, this second half of the year, you'll see more of us together.
Okay. And Jade's playing Beer City with Anna, right? Oh, Nationals. I'm dumb. So
I was like, I think Jade has that with me, but she's welcome to play with Anna if she wants.
so Nationals, that'll be interesting. That'll be good.
No, I'm
I
excited for them.
yeah, I mean, you guys like I haven't really played with Jade, but all I remember playing mixed with you was like every time you might have missed like 3 balls per tournament. And like every time you would miss, it was like, whoa, it was like you like never miss. Like I was just like, it was like just kind of shocking to me that you actually did miss. And it was a weird thing because I vividly remember just like being so used to you not really missing the ball. I mean, we had some great runs. We were undefeated in Newport in
Yeah,
2022. I think we lost like once in Columbus, and that was because I think I forgot how to play mixed during that match, and like I
I think
was
we both did. We forgot how to play pickleball mixed.
that was just
Oof.
yeah, that wasn't good. And then fourth in Orlando, pretty solid. Um, so I have a question here about our old team. So for the listeners at home that may not know this, in 2022, it was me, Jackie, Anna, and DJ Young. DJ Young, if you don't know who that is, he's next season he'll be one of the best players in Challenger. Um, so
Oh God, I just said that.
so anyways, it was us four. And I look back and I'm like, that was actually a really good team. Like we all got now that DJ plays the right in men's. How do you think we would do if you just put that team today?
Um, I don't know. I think we'd finish in the top half for sure. I think Anna and I would be pretty solid together again. You and DJ didn't do great at the beginning, but you started doing well there toward the end.
Sort of, yeah. Well, I would play the left now for sure. I'd put him over there on the right.
I think our mixed would do okay too. And now that I'm just like single star, I think we'd just be a lock and dream breakers every time, right?
That's
No, I
true.
think I think we'd finish in the top half.
Yeah, I think so too. Little like, me at 1, you at 2, Anna at 3, DJ at 4, singles lineup, something like that.
You don't go one after.
My singles is horrible. I
Yeah,
don't know.
unless we play J Dub. I'll take J Dub. You
Oh
take somebody else.
God, yeah, I'm not playing J-Dub anymore. Um, that was horrible. We've referenced this enough, so I got to tell the listeners what exactly happened. If you're not familiar, we played ATX in group play, and I played number one singles for my team. JW played number one singles for his team, and Jackie. Well, it was really Jackie's team. And I think me and I think J-Dub beat me like 10-2, I think. And I didn't really make that many errors. He just destroyed me, and it was demoralizing, emasculating. That's another way to put it. It was
Emasculating.
horrible. And
He played really well. You didn't even play bad. You're right. You didn't play bad. He just hit really good shots, like really clean winners, got to every ball.
I know it was bad.
Had
And
Matt and Lucy firing him up on the sideline.
I
That
know.
helped.
Matt and Lucy were getting hyped for you guys because if you guys won, they got a bye.
I know.
Yeah,
So-
nothing was going our way. So you actually, this is another one that people may not know about you. You work a full-time job, and you are a pro pickleball player too, who's not just like you're not like a Grant Bond. You're like a good player, like a premier level player, and you're doing a full-time job. So like, are you planning on like continuing with that job, or what is that looking like for you right now?
I'm still kind of undecided. I kind of took this year because when we all kind of signed with the PPA, I was like, I don't even know how competitive I'll be. Like everyone's signing. Like, do I suck? I don't know. Let's see how it goes. I think I've had some pretty decent results so far. So this year was just kind of the trial few months here. We'll see how the rest of the year pans out, but still up in the air. If I didn't like my job so much, I would definitely jump into full-time pickleball, but I work with great people. I like what I do, have great benefits. So it's kind of hard. It would be really hard for me to leave all that.
That's good. Yeah, well, I mean, it's tough because like you're having good results, but for me, when I looked at like the possible jobs that I might have, nothing really seemed like something I would enjoy. So I just want to do full-time pickle. But if you like what you're doing, then you might as well keep doing it. So as far as mixed partners, I know your favorite mixed partner is me, obviously.
Duh.
For the rest of this year, what does that look like? Like, who are you playing with for partners?
I think I have Rafa Hewitt for the next couple. So I'll go back on the left side for that. So that'll be fun. I have Zane for one or two. I have Christian Alshon for one. I think that's it. Oh, I might have AJ for one.
How did you let Christian snap you up? That's crazy. I don't like that at all.
I don't like that at all.
You're too good for Christian.
No, we'll see how it
God.
goes.
Yeah,
I'm really bad planner. So if someone like asks me, I'm just like, yeah, because I know I won't get to it. So yeah, let's do it.
Oh, geez. We're gonna hit every ball to Christian. We're just gonna dink to Christian. That's cool though. And
I have faith in him.
yeah, well, that makes one of us. But anyway, that's cool. And then you and Zane and AJ. AJ is a beast at mixed. I mean, with a partner like you, he could just be, that's obviously he's up and down, but I think you guys could do really well too. So that's cool.
I like playing with AJ. He's fun. Zane's obviously like super fun. I like playing with people that can laugh and have fun. Hopefully Christian can. I've never actually played with him. So we'll see.
Yeah, he doesn't have that much fun against me, but
Oh gosh. I'll just have to like get you down, like bring J-Dub to
no.
remind you about that singles
No,
match.
no
and
J-Dub,
Get you
please.
down.
So you actually, it's so funny. So me and Anna played against Jade and Zane at I think it was Atlanta. And it was like the back draw, 7th or 8th or something. And me and Anna were, I think Zane and Jade were kind of not really in it. They had just lost. So we were up like 10-1 or something. And I'm at the net and Zane is serving. And Zane goes for like the hardest nasty Nelson on me that he could have possibly gone for. And good thing I was ready, because if I wasn't ready to move, he would have probably hit me like square on the chest. So that just shows, yeah, he's a funny guy. He is a great.
He is funny. I called Jade after that because I was like, oh, how'd it go? Like, obviously they don't stream the back draw. She's like, well, Zane tried to go for a nasty Nelson at 7:14. He was cramping and wasn't going well. I was like, oh, that's so typical of Zane.
Yeah, it was hilarious. So you have had a pretty good amount of MLP success, because we won the championship, obviously. So that was a nice little 25K.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Yeah. So well, thank you for the mixed. But basically, like people say PPA, like people that are more like reserved, I wouldn't say you're necessarily like reserved, but like when people think of people that like MLP way more, it's like Julian or like Rafa, like people that are loud. And you're not necessarily that. Like Dylan Frazier, he said he likes PPAs more. And maybe somebody that's, I mean, you're cooler than Dylan Frazier overall. You're probably a little more emotive than him. What would you say is more fun, like for you, MLPs or PPAs?
Um, I like the energy of MLP. Like the crowds obviously are way more into it. You get like more of a volleyball, like every point matters, everyone's screaming. I think it kind of depends on like your team too. If you don't get along with your team or there's like awkwardness, then maybe it's not fun. It does go quick. It doesn't feel like I play that much pickleball over the weekend, especially if you don't make it out of pool play or something. And it's just like, wow, that weekend was really short. Um, but PPAs, you get to choose your partner, so you're kind of already strategizing like ahead of that tournament. Like you get to see, you kind of already know who you're going up against and strategizing. So those are a little more, it's just different feel. Maybe a little more competitive, want to do a little bit better. But I like them both. I have fun at both.
Nice politically correct answer. I like that. I actually have found that it really, like for me, MLP totally depends on who's on my team. Like when I was with the Ranchers, I had a ton of fun. And that was because I liked Anna and I liked you and I liked DJ. And I mean, obviously, it was just, we had great team chemistry. DJ's hilarious. And it
Yeah,
was,
I had a lot of fun with you guys.
yeah,
I was
I had
nervous at
fun.
first because I was like the first ever trade. I'm like, "Ugh, I'm going into this like, do they think I suck because I got traded like the first one ever?" Um, I didn't even know you yet, I think. And then Anna wanted to like pick you up from the supplemental draft or whatever, and I was like, "Ugh, does he suck?" And that's just like her boyfriend, so she wants to pick him up, or is he good? You know what? She's competitive. I trust her. She wants to win the money. We'll go with what
Yeah.
she says. And it
Yeah.
worked out, obviously.
I was more nervous than anybody because I was like, oh God, like everybody was saying, you know what NML is? That are
Yeah, yeah, they had
yeah,
no
so
faith in you at all.
no faith. They said I was like a D plus pick. People were like, oh, Anna just picked James because he was the boyfriend. And I was at that point, I'd only been playing for like 8 months or 9 months. I didn't even
Right.
know. I mean, I knew I was gonna be pretty good, but at that time I was pretty tight, like on my dinks and thirds. I was just a little scared. And you saw it, that first match that I played with DJ. I think I might have missed like 6 thirds. We lost to the bus. They made me hit a dink and I like popped up a forehand dink and DJ got bagged and they're like, oh, James, that's the spot. That's the spot. And I'm like, oh dear, this is not good. But
No,
yeah,
it all worked out. Hold it
yeah,
together.
it all worked out. I mean, we just ran through mixed and we won. And that kind of, so that was basically what I'm saying is like I had so much more fun with that team than I did. I mean, the fives were cool too, but like I had way more fun in 2022. And I think it depends on like just how much you like your teammates and stuff. I mean, I think Annalie and Hayden and Leia are great, but like, Hayden is 17, Annalie's 16. Like we're not like hanging out. It's just a different dynamic. So I think you obviously don't really choose your team unless you get taken first round and then you have that sort of say. But I think for MLP, like who's on my team has been a huge factor in like how much fun I've had.
Yeah, definitely. If you were the first pick, do you think you'd go with someone that is less talented and someone that you like better? Or do you go with someone that you might not love but has like a really good game?
It's tough because it depends on the difference, I think, in like talent between the person that I really like and the person that I don't really like. Because I feel like if I play with the person that I like, I'll have more fun and I'll play better. So
Hmm.
like if I'm playing mixed with somebody that I don't really like, then or men's with somebody that I don't really like, I don't play as well for whatever reason. I just don't feel like I feel like team chemistry is like a big part of me playing good.
Yeah.
You probably feel the same way too. So knowing that, I think I would lean a little towards somebody that I know I'd have good chemistry with. And but it depends, right? Like if it's the fourth round and like Jill Braverman has been playing really well and she falls to the fourth round, it's like, oh, well, I mean, Jill is really annoying, but like maybe, maybe she's like Jill really annoys me, but like she's the best player. Like she's done really well in Challenger. She's done really well in women's. It's like maybe I gotta just pick Jill. So it's tough. It's really tough. I would think I would definitely check in with my like second and third round pick first before doing something like that. So like if I got like, you know, who knows if I'm going to go first round, but if I did get taken like eighth or something, and then like I wanted to pick you in the second round, if you somehow fell there after your performance, but you probably won't, I'd be like, hey, Jackie, like, do we take Jill for fourth round? And then you're just like, no, we don't want Jill. I'd be like, okay. So it would be, I don't know. I mean, how would you go about that?
Yeah, I think I'd lean the same way. Like I want to play with people that I vibe with. I don't think I'll go first round, but I would want to talk with like hopefully whoever does get picked first, like talks to me or like the owner calls me. This time around, I didn't know my team until like it was all said and done. It's when I found out Jade and I were on the same team. And at first we were like, ah, darn it. But then we had a lot of fun together. So yeah, I
Yeah.
think I would lean towards someone that I'm more comfortable with playing with.
Yeah, that happened a lot too this year. Like usually it looked like the first round picks had a ton of say. And then outside of that, like, I mean, they called me right away when I got taken second round, but a lot of people weren't even like notified until afterwards. But I think if I do get taken first round this time, I'm gonna like after the second round person gets picked, I'm gonna call them and just be like, how do you guys want to do this? Like, you know, at least make it a team thing. But
Right.
yeah, so I've got one more question.
Okay.
So so for the fans that don't know, this podcast is a pretty big deal for not only me, but more so my friend Dave. My friend Dave is one of my best friends since I was like 14. And he right away, right when I started playing pro pickleball, or right when I got into MLP, he's like, James, who is your mixed partner in MLP? Not Anna. And I was like, oh, that's Jackie Kawamoto. And he's like, he just right away, he just loves you. He's just obsessed with you. And for the people that don't know, Dave was like with the fives, he was kind of like our hype man, kind of like coaching us throughout the entire weekend. And he was loud the entire weekend. He was talking trash to Julian against the Mad Drops, talking trash to everybody. And then we play against ATX, Jackie's team, and Dave was silent. He couldn't bring himself to cheer against you. And I've got to think that was a part of why we lost. So no, probably not. But
That's so funny though. That's probably why the only reason I'm on this podcast, because your friend Dave just was like, you got to have Jackie on there.
he's been saying that for months.
Well, Dave, I appreciate you. Keep cheering for me, not James,
Oh,
anytime we have to play against each other.
it's messed up. It's messed up. And I mean, so then how do you I guess there's no real question here. Have you ever experienced any Jackie obsessed fans at these pickleball tournaments? Any Daves? Or is
I
he a
don't
trailblazer?
think so. I don't know. I get called the wrong name like quite often. I get called Jade. I get called Anna a lot, even though I don't think me and Jade look a lot like Anna, but maybe at first glance people do. So I get a lot of like, go Anna, love you. We get mistaken for the Canadian Kawamoto triplets a lot still, even though
Know who that is?
I thought that we had like established that we are different families. But yeah, there's a set of triplets in Canada that are really good at pickleball with the last name Kawamoto, and two of them are girls. So people think me and Jade are part of that set. So a lot of people will yell "Go Canada" while I'm playing, and I'm like, appreciate it, but that's not me.
That's funny. I never thought it was tough to see the difference between you and Jade, let alone you and Anna. I mean, I didn't really think you and Anna look that much alike, but you and Jade, I thought it was right away, like pretty clear the difference. But I don't know. I mean, but that is funny though. Yeah. So shout out to Dave. That's a big part of why Jackie's on this podcast today.
Love you, Dave. Thank you.
Well, that is it. That is all I have for you, Jackie. Thank you for coming on the podcast. And yeah, are you playing Denver?
I'm not playing Denver. Are you playing Beer City?
Yes, I'm playing Beer City with Althoff.
Oh,
in-
let's go.
Yeah,
That's amazing. I think I'm playing with Althoff next weekend. Just he's coming to play in Indy. So great. See you guys at Beer City then.
nice. All right, I'll see you there. Thanks.